Hello and welcome to AirDeck. My name is Jason Weaver. I'm the CEO and co-founder of the company, and I'm excited to show you exactly how AirDeck can work for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this narrated presentation. Everyone knows that we live in a world that is on demand now. We watch movies that are instant. We can sit down and binge watch our favorite TV show from beginning to end, all episodes at one time on Netflix. We can stream live music. We can download that music to go. We can receive content anywhere we are, wherever we want. But we still give sales presentations, webinars, and platform demos live. And just think about the last time you tried to schedule a live demo or presentation with somebody. It's almost impossible to align schedules to get somebody to walk through your software or hear your investor pitch or show up for a live webinar. And I shake my head every time I get an email in my inbox inviting me to attend a live webinar. How many times have you set up a live webinar to have very little people show up? The typical webinar, you might send out 400 or 500 email invites. Think about it, 40 or 50 people, maybe if you're lucky, register to attend that live webinar. And about 7 or 8 of those people out of 500-ish actually attend. And then we think we're clever because we recorded that live, right? We can package that up and resend it as, hey, just in case you missed this. You're sending them an on-demand presentation anyways. Why not start that way? Control the content, send it out to who wants to receive it, and track every single slide that's viewed. I've done quite a bit of research on webinars lately, presentations, sales pitches. I wanted to understand the behavior of how people absorb content. 2 stats jumped out to me. One was about a third of the people who actually sign up for your webinar attend. Okay, I would think it's less than that. More importantly, this was really interesting. 28% of people who watch webinars sign up after registration was over, so that they didn't even make it to your live presentation. You should start with your presentation on demand. Let them watch it around their schedule. And AirDeck is so much more than just webinars. You can use it for sales presentations, software platform demos, investor pitch decks, even employee onboarding. I came up with the idea for AirDeck when I was doing sales presentations myself. Often I would email a VP of marketing and they'd write back and say, can you attach some information and we'll get back to you if there's a fit. I knew as soon as that email left my outbox with a PowerPoint attachment or a PDF, I was losing all ability to communicate my message in that presentation. Imagine being able to send them a narrated presentation like this the first time. And I would never want to send an investor pitch deck again without my ability to communicate clearly my value proposition, market, message, etc. to an investor. Use AirDeck, send it, track every view. Clearly, I enjoy on-demand content. I think everybody else in the world does as well. It's proven with music and movies and everything else, but we need to do that as marketers. Give me the opportunity to absorb your presentation when it's convenient for me. Now it's time for me to show you AirDeck and how you can create your own on-demand presentations. AirDeck is the easiest online platform to use for creating narrated presentations that you can send out on demand. Getting started with AirDeck is quick and easy. You can use a social login or an email to get started. Immediately after logging in, you'll have an opportunity to upload your presentation. You can do so by hitting the green button either on the top right or the left-hand side of the screen. You'll have the opportunity to upload a local file or connect it to Google Drive or Dropbox. Current files supported are PowerPoint, Keynote, and PDF. I think PDF looks really good in AirDeck. Your presentation will be uploaded to the AirDeck cloud, which automatically gives you some benefits because you're not sending large attachments via email when you're sharing your presentation. You'll be sending simply a link that somebody can view your presentation when it's convenient for them. Now that your presentation is uploaded to AirDeck, you'll be on this screen. This is where you can rename your decks. This is where you can sort through and search. If you have hundreds of decks, there's an unlimited amount of decks you can use here. And then also you can duplicate a deck. This is a feature I use extensively. I can target my presentations to very specific individuals and just record the first or back half of my presentation. AirDeck allows you to record slide by slide during your presentation, So you can rearrange it, you can mess up, you can re-record, and you can customize. This is the studio part of AirDeck. This is where you can record narration for every individual slide in your presentation. You record audio slide by slide, so if you mess up, you just record that slide over again. If you forget a slide, you can go to the main screen that I showed you earlier and add additional slides to that presentation. If you want to customize your presentation specifically for an individual, imagine narrating that first slide and saying their name and putting their information on there. Now, once I've added my narration to slides, I can come in here and title each slide individually. This is a slide sorter, so you're probably familiar with it if you use PowerPoint or Keynote. You can drag slides and resort the order. You can re-record slides instantly. You can even import new slides and record those as well. I even have the ability to hide certain slides that maybe I don't want to show a certain audience. Maybe it's my pricing slide I want to hide until I have the second meeting or something. So you have ultimate control over every piece of your presentation and every slide as you record it. AirDeck goes beyond just audio. You have the ability to record video, if you want your face on camera and record it here. You have the ability to upload previously recorded video. So often I'll do a software demo or something, record it on a desktop software program, and upload it here in between the slides of my deck. And as you can see from here, I can easily add my video into this presentation. Thank you. As you can see, there's many different sharing options once your presentation is complete. I can email it directly to an individual, and I can require name and emails to open it so I can see if it's been passed along and require people to put in a password. I can also share it on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn with one click. I can grab a link, which I'm going to do for many of you here, and send it out to my friends and family with the intro email. And I can also embed it like a YouTube player on my website or blog. This is a social sharing feature. I just wanted to show you what it might look like. Once you click on Facebook, this will immediately pop into your Facebook news feed. So your friends are going to see it, and yeah, you can track everybody that's viewed it as well. This is probably one of my favorite features in AirDeck, is the ability to embed a presentation in a website. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you've done this before, you know it's a little bit of a pain, right? Especially if you want to update content. If you have a prepackaged webinar that you've recorded using another tool, GoToMeeting or one of those platforms, you have to save that out. And you have to put it in kind of like a video file, or you can use, sometimes they have a player there. But if you want to change anything, you have to change everything. Not with AirDeck, right? So you can record slide by slide. So I can just change a few things. Maybe my pricing has gone up, right? I can change just that slide. Maybe I want to do a different intro and target a different audience, but relatively the same content. I can change that. And as soon as I hit save, that embedded presentation will be automatically updated. There's no need to re-embed once I put it in there. While I was showing a few friends this, they were asking me about, don't you lose some of that personal touch by not doing the live presentation? And I don't know. I think that most people prefer not to talk to people, right? That's why text has become so popular. That's why now you see every website has got these, messaging bots and stuff like that popping up, because people want to be communicated with on demand, right? So we have built in a chat function within AirDeck. So you have the ability to communicate with somebody while they're viewing your deck in real time, if you'd like. We also have plans to integrate this with Slack. This is just a screenshot that shows you what it looks like to receive a message from somebody who's viewing your deck. You have the opportunity to respond in real time, and there's a history recorded of all the stuff in the conversation. So maybe you've promised to send pricing later or something. You can easily track that back and see what you have both talked about. In addition to providing you with a chat feature, we also have a survey tool within AirDeck. It's really simple. You can simply drag and drop different fields that you want to create to build into your survey. Then you can reorganize your deck to put the survey anywhere you want in your presentation. You can collect real-time feedback as people are receiving your presentation. AirDeck provides really powerful reporting tools. Most of the presentation software I see out there records webinars and presentations live, and it gives you one big file that you send out a link to that people can view it later. Since AirDeck, you're creating your presentation slide by slide, We can also track those slides individually. So I can tell how much time everybody has spent on each individual slide. And I can also track with our geo tracker where they are when they view that slide. So very good, again, for investor presentations, webinars, and of course, sales pitches. So there are many different benefits of using AirDeck. AirDeck is the only on-demand presentation platform that gives you this much power. One of my favorite features of AirDeck is the personalization you can do with the platform. Since it's so simple to record slides, re-record slides, upload new slides, and reorganize slides with AirDeck, you can genuinely create a personalized presentation for every individual viewer you send your presentations to within seconds. You can also be everywhere. Imagine not having to worry about having people show up at your live webinars. Send them an on-demand link and track every single view slide by slide. You can know that your presentations are getting through and that they're protected. I still receive tons of presentations as a PDF attachment. A lot of them are, investor presentations. It scares me for two things. One is, how do they know those presentations are actually reaching those investors? Many of the investors that I know have spam filters on their emails and they get clogged up and they're never seen. Two is, wouldn't you want to password protect that and know every single slide that's viewed and who's viewing it? So I would send all of my investor presentations or sales pitches out using AirDeck from now on. You can also embed your presentations, as we talked about. So embed it once, update it forever. And then you can completely engage with folks by creating surveys and also doing chat functions within AirDeck. If it's important to you to have a high production value presentation where you have graphic design and professional voiceovers, we have those services available for you at AirDeck. I think it's really genuine to just go through and record yourself and send it out and then track the slides. But we do have the ability to provide you with some professional services should you need their help. This is the end of my presentation, so I hope you've enjoyed my demo. And you can sign up again free, airdeck.co, and we hope to see you online. See you.